Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Daniela and today I'm going to talk about the difference between slip stitch bead crochet and single bead crochet. So you will know exactly when to use slip stitch and when to use single bead crochet. I prepared 5 samples of bead crochet ropes for you. These short ones are not so good. In a moment I will explain why. I made them so short because I'm going to rip them out after I will make this video. On the other hand, these 2 samples are good. That's how the bead crochet ropes should look. I made them long because after I will make this video I will attach the fastening, take some photos and put them on sale. All the samples are made of Czech seed beads Preciosa of size 10 and a cotton thread. This is Czech product called Cordonet. These 4 samples are made of cordonet size 30. This ball has 20 grams and 167 meters. And this bead crochet rope is made of cordonet size 50. This ball has also 20 grams but 227 meters. And the last but not least, a bead crochet hook. I used tulip size 16, which is 0.8 millimeters. So now I'm going to talk about individual samples. I divide them to 2 groups according to number of beads in one row. These 2 bead crochet ropes have 6 beads in one row. I will show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The first one is made using a slip stitch on a cotton thread cordonet size 30. As you can see, the beads are lying with the holes straight up, and the slip stitch bead crochet rope is stiffer than the single bead crochet rope. Obviously, the flexibility of the rope depends also on the size of the crochet hook and intensity of pulling the thread, but generally slip stitch bead crochet ropes are quite stiff. So you can see that this bead crochet rope is nice, accurately flexible, and beads are lying nicely close to each other. This second sample has also 6 beads in one row, and unlike the first sample, this one is made using a single bead crochet. And also I used cotton thread cordonet size 30. You can see that the beads are lying diagonally. This single bead crochet rope is more flexible than the slip stitch bead crochet rope, and it doesn't look good. You can see a lot of thread between the beads unless you want it that way. It would look a little bit better with a thinner thread, but it wouldn't save it. However, if you want to make thin bead crochet ropes, it is better to use slip stitch. I use slip stitch when I want to make ropes with maximum 8 to 10 beads in one row. So now I will take the second group of samples. All 3 samples have 12 beads in one row. This first one is made using a slip stitch with cotton thread cordonet size 30. At the first sight it looks good, but the bead crochet rope is very stiff and inflexible. Slip stitch can be a little bit problematic when you make quite thick ropes. They are not so flexible and you have to pay more attention to tighten loops evenly. If you don't, the bead crochet rope can break in some parts, and if you crochet quite loose, some of the beads may slip inside the rope and you have to take them out complicated. So yes, this slip stitch bead crochet rope looks good, but slip stitch is not suitable for thick ropes. This second sample is also made of cotton thread cordonet size 30, but is made using a single bead crochet. This single bead crochet rope is nice and flexible, and there is almost no chance that the beads will slip inside the rope or that the bead crochet rope will be breaking. You need more thread to make single bead crochet rope than a slip stitch bead crochet rope. there is something like a frame of thread inside a single bead crochet rope, but it bothers me a little that you can see more thread between the beads. That's why I made another sample. It is also a single bead crochet rope with 12 beads in one row, but I use thinner thread, concretely coordinate size 50. Again, this bead crochet rope looks good, it is flexible, and the thread between the beads is hardly visible. So, if you want to make some bigger bead crochet ropes, rather I recommend to use single bead crochet. I use single bead crochet when I want to make bead crochet rows with 10 beads in one row or more. I don't use it to make thin ropes. Also, I use single bead crochet when I want to make, for example, bead balls, cell phone cases, purses, and so on. So, to sum up, we can use slip stitch bead crochet or single bead crochet to make bead crochet ropes. The main difference is in the position of the beads. If you use slip stitch bead crochet, the beads are lying with the holes straight up, and if you use single bead crochet, the beads are lying diagonally. Another difference is in the way of use and the flexibility. If you want to make thin ropes like this, maximum 8 to 10 beads in one row, I recommend to use slip stitch bead crochet. And if you want to make thick ropes like this, with more than 10 beads in one row, or some bead balls, purses, cell phone cases, or anything else, I recommend to use single bead crochet. In the next videos, I will show you both techniques in practice and also some tips and tricks. So, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!